not off from day to
and
day.
that's security. Social Security.
Never had touched.
He said in your security, you shall be destroyed. Well, there's a bunch of old ass people who grew up back then, back when black so-called Negroes were getting beat in the head and lynched. You know, getting bit by dogs, sprayed with water hoses. You seen what this devil did to you and what he did to your people. But yet, here it is. You went and you found yourself a job and you worked until you were of retiring age, and now you're receiving Social Security. But now it says in thy security you shall what?
Thou shalt be destroyed.
That's right.
And perish in the day of vengeance.
That's what's coming.
So the Most High don't give a damn. He's gonna let those. Matter of fact, can you grab that in there's more in there? Okay, can you grab that in Isaiah? Read 13 and 16, but then go back up into the top.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. And then go back to 13.
Go back. Go down.
Go down.
It talks about the Medes.
17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold.
And that's talking about the Russians.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children.
It says that what's going to happen?
This, right, the fruit of the womb.
Yeah.
God, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eye shall not spare children.
Go ahead.
You go on verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High power overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
So if the Most High is going to allow them to shoot missiles over here, and the missiles aren't going to spare the children, how much more so the elders that are here, the elderly, that's receiving their Social Security benefits, man.
They should be the most angry. Y'all grew up in it.
Ask a question. Who are the Chaldees?
Chaldees?
Yeah, who are the Chaldees?
Well, the modern day Chaldees.
Yeah.
The Chaldees that are in that verse is talking about America.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
I gotta make sure I caught it right. I want to ask if I'm
Kind of go back up to 14. Grab your piece up, Bob.
Get your
Zephaniah 1 and 17.
Can you grab, and nobody's paying attention.
I will bring stress upon the men that they will.
Because you keep looking over here like looking at them. You know, nobody cares.
And they have
You got on the zebra's outfit. Okay, so what? I mean, a giraffe outfit. So what? You know? Can you grab Jeremiah? Okay.
Zephaniah 1 and 17. I shall bring stress upon men, and they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out like dust.
And it says their blood shall be poured out like dust. When the troops come over, they're gonna be spilling blood out here like it's dust. Yeah, you fuck that shit up.
I knew.
Hey, well, their blood shall be poured out like dust. Well, when that thermonuclear fire hit your ass, that's what you're gonna turn into, man. You know that fire is gonna be so hot that it's gonna evaporate all of the liquids that's in your body, man. You're gonna turn into dust. You're gonna get blown away. Can you go ahead and finish that?
And their flesh has the done. Neither silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath.
So your money ain't gonna be able to stop nobody. There's that other scripture. I like pulling it out sometimes, but basically money won't save you from a man's jealousy. You know, so when those
that's Proverbs 6.
When those invaders, when the troops come over, when you gonna flash them some money, they're not even gonna be able to read that. They read Russian or however they pronounce it.
But they don't care.
Yeah, they're not gonna care.
Because all they want, they're here to fulfill the Most High's will, man.
That's right.
And the Most High's will is for this bitch to be turned into a barbecue, man.
That's right. That's right. Glass parking lot.
You know, not even a barbecue on the grill, you know, because that should be good. but the coals that are under the bottom, you know, those coals burn until it turn into ashes, until there's nothing left. You know? Go ahead.
Badass kids.
But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy.
That's right.
But he shall make even a speedy riddance of all of them that dwell in the land.
A speedy riddance. And the scriptures say, if the Most High had not shortened the days, there shall no flesh be saved. But he shortened the days for his elect's sake. So the Most High is making a speedy riddance of this place, man. You know, to completely destroy it out, because he's, you know, this devil, if the devil was able to maintain and to go on and to continue on for a long space or a duration of time, you know, longer than what he has already have, look at how bad he fucked the world up. So there would nothing be safe, man. You got the what is that called? The coral reef that's dying over in Australia, man. You got animals, thousands of animals, millions of animals that's washing up onto shore.
Everybody be a tranny.
And then also you got herds of animals that just die off. Yep. You got birds falling from the sky. You know, man, the Most High gotta have some kind of spiritual presence that's here upon us, because hell, surprisingly, all of this bullshit this man's been putting inside of us by way of the food, I'm surprised we ain't dropped dead. But you do got a lot of jakes that dropped dead. You know, got all different kind of ailments in their body because of all of this sick and twisted shit that this man is doing to them. God. That's it. Kind of go back to 14 in there.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 14. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people.
That's gay sign language and shit. How you gonna be deaf? And the Most High judged your ass by making you deaf. You know, by making you deaf.
That's disgusting.
But yet,
A deaf?
you don't.
A deaf thing?
Come on, man.
What?
The Most High is merciful to the point where he'll fuck you up, make you blind or deaf to hinder you from sinning. But yet you deaf, but you a faggot? Come on, man. That's unheard of. I thought I'd seen it all,
That's
man.
a deaf faggot. How do you call it deaf
They
faggot?
saying gay shit in sign language.
That's retarded, man. That's retarded.
Hey, man. Hey, that's the reason why the Most High is going to destroy this bitch, man.
That's right.
That's the reason why Americans as a chase rope that no man taketh up. Nobody wants to deal with this place.
What the fuck?
You know, your purpose is fulfilled, man. Your sins have reached up into heaven. You know, the end of this place is near. So guess what? Donald Trump. Why Donald Trump take his money off the New York Stock Exchange, man? You know, as well as a lot of these other rich people are taking their money out of the New York Stock Exchange because they know that bitch is about to collapse, man. You got rich people that's fleeing America and they're going back to their own people, man. They don't want to be here no more because they know what's about to come to this place. They know that it's about to be race riots. They know that there's going to be race riots based upon all of that racial tension that's between so-called blacks and whites and Latinos, man. They know that World War III is around the corner and that these nations are going to shoot that fire over here to destroy this bitch. So they're going over to places like New Zealand. They're hiding in rocks and shit, building houses inside of rocks. Go ahead.
I'll start over at Isaiah chapter 13, verse 14. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. Every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children,
because there's gonna be race riots. There's gonna be and not even just race riots. It's gonna be class riots too. You know, it's gonna be your own brother. You know, it's gonna be breaking in your house because he know that you keep SpaghettiOs over by the cabinet to the left of the stove in the cabinet, deep in the back of the closet.
He's seen him before.
You know, because he's seen him before when he was over there fucking your woman.
Yeah, well,
That's some dice.
Yeah.
Man, we gonna destroy this place.
That's
Slide,
nice.
man.
No, yeah, keep going.
It puts me back at 16.
I'll put you back in. That's cool, then. Kind of keys.
Really?
Yeah, grab that. You know?
This is Jeremiah 50 and 11. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoice, O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because ye are grown fat, as the heifer at grass, and bellow as bulls.
And how is America grown fat? How is it so-called white man grown fat in the earth? Can you grab Isaiah? Hold that and grab Isaiah the 10th chapter. I want to say it's 17.
This is Isaiah 10 and 17.
10 and 13.
Isaiah 10 and 13. For he said, by the strength of my hand I have done it, and by my wisdom, for I am prudent, and I have removed the bounds of the people, and have robbed their treasures, and have put down their inhabitants like a valiant man.
And that's how the so-called white man waxed rich throughout the world. You know, by his so-called wisdom, which his wisdom is to go through and just completely kill and eliminate everything. You know, keep reading this more in Isaiah.
And he in my hand hath found as a nest the riches of the people, and as one gathereth eggs that are left, have I gathered all the earth. And there was none that moved the wing, or opened the mouth, or peeped.
Why? Because they had the military might to be able to do that. There was nobody that can really fight against them, you know? Go ahead.
Shall the ass boast itself against him that heweth therewith? Or shall the sword magnify itself against him that shaketh it? As if the rod should shake itself against them that lift it up, or as if the staff should lift up itself, as if it were no wood. Therefore shall Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, send among his fat ones leanness.
It says send among his fat ones, you know? They got fat through all of that rape, robbing, and killing, man. All of that murdering that they were doing. All of that stealing people's riches. To be fat, that just represents being wealthy, being rich, you know? But the Most High is about to send upon this place leanness. You know, like when you go into Egypt and dealing with Joseph, how Pharaoh had the dream and Joseph interpreted how you had 7 years of plentiness, and then you had 7 years of leanness. You know, the Most High is about to send leanness upon America. You know, this place isn't going to thrive. You know, this place isn't going to wax rich anymore. Well, what's going to happen is America's allies and their campaigns, their compadres, is going to turn on them. All of these nations that are around the world is about to turn against America, man.
That just happened the other day. Turkey officially just starting to form a stronger bond with Russia, and they're planning on starting to kick a lot of the U.S. I don't know if it was an embassy, but it had to do some.
A lot of these people are starting to wake up and realize that a lot of this stuff that's happening is happening by way of America. America is setting it up, like with the Russian ambassador being killed. What they say, a CIA operative did it. You know, so here it is. They'll throw rocks and then hide their hand, and then blame it on somebody else. You know how when you were in class and the teacher had his back turned, you spit a spitball at the teacher. You might smack him on the back of the neck. then when the teacher turned around, you pointing the finger, you know?
Hey, Jake actually got me in trouble like that one.
But that's how America is. America's like a badass child, man. You know that when he do bad shit, he blames it on somebody else. You know, so the Most High getting that spirit in within this world roused up to the point where all of these nations are turning against you, even the ones that are your allies. That's the reason why the scriptures say that even your mother shall be greatly confounded at thee. So even your mother, which is Great Britain, over there in London, even they gonna hate you and turn on you. Even the European Union, those nations gonna turn on you, man. Okay, go ahead.
It says, under his glory, and under his glory he shall kindle a burning like the burning of a fire. Hey, that's the missile. It's gonna light a fire up under that ass.
50 and 12.
Okay. This is Jeremiah 50 and 12. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nation shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert.
A dry land in the desert. Because when you go to Revelations, the 17th chapter, it tells you how. Matter of fact, can you grab that real quick? And then you have one, right? And then you can grab yours after. In Revelations 17th chapter, and I want to say that's maybe 15. Brothers, I'm going the hell out of videos, man. You know, phone vibrating because the brothers are throughout the world, man, getting those videos up on the unicorn.
This is Revelation 17 and 15.